Okay, so today we are talking about transformations on functions. This whole front page is just information you should know before. So I have 6 parent functions up here. I have linear functions, and their parent function is f of x equals x. I have absolute value functions, which are f of x equals the absolute value of x. I have square root functions, which are f of x equals the square root of x. I have a quadratic function, which is f of x equals x squared. Cubics, which are f of x equals x cubed. And f of x equals 1 over x. Okay, so those are basic parent functions. You should have seen all of these before in Algebra 2. Questions on that? Okay, then we have different transformations. You have a horizontal transformation. This moves it left or right. So for example, on this first one, oh, and it's always opposite the sign for horizontal. So this is actually changing the value with the x. So my examples are x minus 2. This is moving right 2. And this one down below is x plus 2, so that is going left 2. So it's changing the starting point of the graph and moving it either left or right. The.
It kind of does look like a 2. It's like a Tuesday. Oh my gosh, she's changing. They're gonna make her feel bad. Don't feel bad. If you feel bad about your age, then personal.
Okay, questions on horizontal translations. So vertical translations go at the end of a function, and it shifts it up and down. If it is added at the end, it's moving up. And if it's subtracted at the end, it's going down. Okay. This first one is reflecting over the x-axis. And the second one, when it's inside with the x, is reflecting over the y-axis. So the next thing I have is a horizontal stretch or shrink. When it is inside with the x, it's a horizontal. And a fraction is a stretch with the reciprocal of the fraction, so stretch of 2. Okay. The bottom one is a shrink of 1/3. So whenever it's horizontal, it is the reciprocal number. Okay. The last one is vertical stretch or shrink. This is outside, so not in parentheses with my x. And it's exactly the same as the number. So if it's a whole number, it's stretching. And if it's a fraction, it's shrinking. Okay, does anyone still need this up? Okay, so on numbers 1 through 3, it wants me to use the parent function to sketch the graph of the function given. I'm going to graph my parent function in red. And I'm just sketching, so it doesn't need to be precise. So a cubic function is lower on the left side, higher on the right. It kind of looks like this. Sure. I found it on the floor. Okay? So what is this minus 1 at the end doing? It's not in parentheses, so it's going down 1. So it's good practice to write out what it's doing. And then what I'm going to do is the biggest way with a cubic function is that it always goes to the origin. I just want to move this down 1, and then it's going to pretty much be the same. So this one is my g of x. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so number 2, again, using the cubic function. This time, what is it doing? Right 1. Whenever it's in parentheses, it's opposite the sign. Okay, so I'm going to go over 1 for my crossing point, and then I'm just going to sketch it out again. This one was called h of x. So number 3 is again using a cubic function. But this time, what is it doing? Left 2, up 1. So I want to move my center left 2, up 1, and then sketch it out. This one is k of x. So, questions on 1 through 3? Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes to work on 4 through 5. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is these reflections. It wants me to draw the parent function again, so I'm going to do that in red. Okay, what am I doing on this one? Reflecting across the y-axis or the x-axis? X-axis. Okay. So, same thing for number 7. Gonna draw this parent function. Oh, I forgot to label my last one. Where is this? What is it doing? Okay.
Your mouse is having
I can move it. Okay, questions here. Okay, so these ones are stretches. My parent function here is the absolute value. And then a stretch of 3 means my slope is changing to 3. So instead of going up 1 over 1, I'm going to go up 1 over 3. Wait. I said that wrong. I'll go over 3 up 1. I was thinking of the next problem. Wait. No, I was right. Rise over run. You guys. Yeah.
Crossing out the entire problem. I just got
Because stretch should make it skinnier.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
you
it's opposite.
stretch. That's what
Okay.
like
How do I know how much? The number out front. Yeah. So that 3 is making, so like on a absolute value function, the slope is normally 1 over 1. And then when it's a 3, the slope changes to 3, up 3 over 1. Okay. So then the next one, it's 1/3. So this is the one where I want to go up 1 over 3.
You started scheduling when you try.
Okay, questions here.